Warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SME channel's video series where we talk to very senior people in the industry and try to understand how this COVID has changed their business process, whether it has grown or has dipped, plus what are their challenges, how the OEMs are coming in and helping them from different perspectives, from finance to their health and cash flow. With me today, I have got from Dassel System, Mr. Tanuj Mittal, who is the if I can elaborate, he is a person who is handling complete channel part from the Dassel perspective. Warm welcome, Tanuj, and happy to see you. And thank you very much for taking out time and speaking to me and speaking to SME Channel's audience.
Uh, Good afternoon once again, Sanjay, and thanks a lot for hosting us today in this talk. And we really look forward to have this discussion.
All right, let us start by understanding the market sentiment. We are in a business which is sentiment-wise not good, but business-wise, the stock exchange is going up. Business-wise, we are seeing lots of employment opening up. The C-level executives roles are growing. Developers roles are also growing. Numbers are increasing. So what is your sense, since you are into those designing space, which is into manufacturing, and some manufacturing have been affected? What is your sense of market?
So, if you see, Sanjay, last year when this all started in the early part of the year, I think for most of us, we were unprepared, and this
Hmm.
came as a surprise. And there were a lot of learning which happened in the last 3, 4 quarters, I would say. Our ability as an ecosystem, as an organization, everything was at a testing point. But over the years, we, along with our customers and partners, uh, we learned how to handle these kind of situations, which were a surprise earlier. But then, if you see, we have a calendar, we follow a calendar year, Jan to December. And if you see that first 3 months of this year, which is Jan, Feb, March, have been very good for us.
Mhm.
That is when this second wave kind of start, and we have a little disruption. But then, apart from that, business is really looking up, I would say. Like you rightly say, lot of engagement is happening with the customers now online rather than we physically meeting them. So business as such is not stopping, I would say. There is a little gap in demand from the end consumer, but then everybody is utilizing this time to prepare themselves to cater to that demand as and when it comes out. So overall, it is positive. I think the worst is behind us, and I would personally think and be positive that the subsequent waves will not be that negative for all of us. So business-wise, we are on a good track, I can say.
Excellent, Tanuj. Good to hear about that. From market point of view, I think automotive industry is not doing great. Of course, in between they had sold many vehicles, but overall, if you look at a year basis, not doing great, and certain other sectors also. So, which are the verticals driving your revenue these days? I mean, particularly for this month, 2021.
Right. As an organization, we work primarily in three sectors. One is manufacturing, the second one is life sciences and healthcare, and the
Mhm.
third one is infrastructure and cities.
Okay.
So automotive falls under manufacturing itself. But then in terms of business, as you see, the focus of each of the organization is shifting is what we see currently. For example, earlier the stress is too much on R&D and development, but
Okay.
now the focus has gone to, for example, digitalization of shop work. So how
Mhm.
to still keep producing with a lesser manpower and optimized resources, and how to keep a track online and digitally for all the manufacturing activities which are happening. So that is a kind of a shift we see.
Okay.
Similarly, life science and healthcare industry, it is a kind of a, I would say, although for this sector, currently the demand is there, although the situation is negative, but this is the sector which is benefiting the most, life science sector. And there is a lot of push both from government and otherwise in terms of fundamental research related to pandemic. And then also, how do we mass produce the life-saving drugs and equipments required for the citizens? So this sector is really growing, and you can see in the stock market, all the companies related to this segment, their shares have kind of doubled and even more than that.
Yeah.
In the last one, which is infrastructure and cities, thanks to a lot of initiatives by government, although there was some interim disruption in the projects, but then the overall projects remain intact, and government is still very positive and infusing money and intent in terms of growing this sector. So this also is kind of, I would say, growing for us, looking very positive. And we have solutions like 3D experience twin, digital twin, wherein even though you are not able to be there on site physically, a lot of work you can still do remotely digitally. So for us, the sectors are growing, and whatever interim disruption was there, that is a time our customers and partners are utilizing to prepare themselves for the eventual boom which is going to come.
Okay. And how do you expect this year?
This year, like I said, we follow a calendar year which is Jan to December, and the first quarter, which is Jan, Feb, March, has been very, very good for us.
Okay. So, any optimistic projection you have till December, and where do you want to invest? How do you want to see this market for you?
Yeah. So, if you discount the 2 months of wave 2, I think we have a lot of catching up to do in the next 6 months. But we are on course to grow as compared to what we did in 2019 and 2020.
Okay. And you know, the situation is today also, I mean, although major cities have opened up, Delhi almost opened up, Bombay also similar thing has happened, Noida also. I mean, unlocking has already happened many cities, but people are reluctant to come to the office until there is a force to come inside. So remote work from home, you know, are the normal now. So how are you coping? How is your system, your solution coping to that kind of environment?
Right. So in these times, I think technology plays a very major role in business continuity. And for the source system, for example, our cloud solutions are something which is helping customers to stay in business during these times. So our offerings in terms of software and solution, they are available on cloud. And those who prefer to work from home with a limited IT infrastructure can still leverage all these technologies to do their business. So that way, we and our partners together, we are trying to support our customers to stay relevant and progress.
All right. Now, the point here is that India is completely a B2B market. We do not sell to that extent directly. So, can you please take me through or take my audience through your channel strategy now? Are you going to tweak any channel activities looking at the changes in the market?
So I think these changes, they were short term, I would say. Couple of few angles which has come up, for example, cloud is much in demand now because people want that kind of flexibility to work from anywhere and still have all the relevant technologies and infrastructure in place. So for us, cloud was always cloud first strategy. We always would like to promote this for our customers. But apart from these, business-wise, there is not much change. We are anyway very closely connected with our customers, and they discuss on a day-to-day basis their plans with us. And this gives us an opportunity to prepare ourselves to support our customers in their business. So as such, there is no drastic change apart from these small disruptions in between, but overall we are on track.
All right. Now, with the challenges, with the with the challenges, there are opportunities also. Every game it is there, but adaptability and skills which changes from a bad deal to excellent deal. So, what is your focus on scaling or rescaling? I will say
Right.
reskilling of your partners, those who are your hands and feet on the street.
Right. So scaling is a inherent objective what we have for our partner ecosystem. So this is a continuous exercise what we do
Mm.
irrespective of the pandemic situation. So before that also there is a very structured and methodical way where we help scale our partners for the technologies which we offer to our customers. And you will agree during pandemic time, during lockdown, while we were all at home,
Mm.
uh, learning was the first thing which everybody started with because you are not able to meet people in business, you are not able to do other regular activities. So that time, what we have in hand is what we utilize in terms of updating the partner ecosystem with new technologies and new approaches on managing business.
All right. Now, the other thing what we are seeing, delayed project payments. Many data center companies, they are complaining. They are not, of course, complaining. They are giving their viewpoint, saying that the payment cycle is getting delayed. So, if you look at if it is a large company, that can be the suck can be absorbed by the larger company. To a larger extent, they can sustain. But B2B partner being smaller ones, very difficult. Are you anyways giving them any kind of credit line, little bit more, or any financial assistance during this pandemic? Have you done in 2020, and if you are planning this time around?
Yeah, so that way we would say that we are a little lucky that our partners are financially very strong organizations.
Okay.
So we did not came across a situation where our partner ecosystem requested for a financial assistance. Yes, from end customers perspective, there were delays in terms of order execution from customers end only because they were holding back on investments. But apart from that, those who did decide to go forward with business along with us and partners, payment was not an issue.
Absolutely fantastic to hear about that. Okay. So the other thing is that since everybody is, I'm just changing topic from the tech and business to some health perspective. Your employees are your strength,
Right.
and many companies have suffered, and many companies have also done good healthcare activities. Now also they are creating the vaccination program for their own employees. So how has been your journey during this time, strengthening your employees? Those people in between, there was lockdown completely, people are staying at home, and health care was disastrous. How do they manage that? Very quickly, if you can, very in short way, if you can elaborate on that.
One is that we strictly follow the government guidelines. So
Hmm.
when it was mandated that everybody should work from home, we created this infrastructure for each of the employee to help him work from home.
Okay.
Second, in case the employee is in need of some assistance, whether medical or financial, so we have a proper structured approach in terms of managing these requests. So we have a COVID helpline desk within the organization, and we have a lot of social security schemes to help our employees because we follow employee first policy. So we have this social security scheme within the company, which takes care of any financial burden on the employee.
All right. Last is obviously about revenue and finance of the company. How was your performance last financial year, and any expectation you have set for this year?
Yeah, so I mean, you will agree that last year was very difficult for all the organizations. So our projections were similar. I mean, we have to tweak our projections to stay relevant. But this year, we are very positive and we want to catch up with whatever we missed out last year and grow beyond what we have done in 2019.
All right, Tanuj, thank you very much. I think you elaborate everything very precisely. And if you would like to give any message, any special message you have, which I couldn't ask you, will be really nice, and we can conclude.
So I think the questions you have posed were very relevant, and thank you, Sanjay, for all the time you have spared for us. For our customer and for our partner, we strive each day to be of utmost support to them and help them during these pandemic times. And this is what we will continue to do as we move forward. So our aim is to grow together, whether it is customers or partners. We have to make sure all our thinking process, strategies, the business outlook, everything is designed in such a way that all of us, we customers and partners, we grow together.
All right. Thank you, Tanuj. Fantastic speaking to you. I believe that you have developed trust on this virtual platform. So also I have developed and created many friends in the industry. Definitely this interview will be taken by many of the channel partners to understand what you are doing, what your organization is doing, and for the future they will also try to align themselves that way. Pleasure talking to you, and stay safe.
Thank you, Sanjay. Bye-bye.